I'm... Oh, shit. That's the kind of day it is. In desperate need of a big stretch. Is my microphone too in my way? Does my microphone get in the way of my swag? I would kind of need to. Only if I actually had swag to be blocked. Although I am a big fan of the flannel look. I'm coming around. What do I have to talk about today? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Thursday, my dudes. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going to a movie night. The raid, it calls to me. Good luck in your raid, Daft. I believe in you. I know that you'll accomplish much. Hopefully the Blowjob Brothers get bashed brutally by you and your boys. What was I saying? Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go to a movie night with some friends. So we're gonna do stream a little earlier. We're gonna be doing the Mario co-op with Daft, of course. Our king. Our Mario king. How much further do we have in Mario, actually? I feel like my head is being squeezed like a lemon. A bit. Yeah, last I remember we had like 50 some odd. And I do not remember how to do most of the other levels in Mario. We've done pretty much all of the ones that I'm aware of. And even then, like, the piano room is kind of really all I remember from Boo's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion. That could be kind of fun, though, actually. Talking about Luigi Mansion. I could have the world's worst mansion. I've never actually played through it all of the way, so... Maybe. Do I need to zoom in my camera more? I feel like because I'm smaller, it's just like, should I be bigger? Because the webcam is smaller? Should I be zoomed? Do I need... Right about there. Where's a good spot for me, actually? Is it like here? Right about there? Maybe not quite. Yeah, that's good enough. Can I trim it out a little bit too? Oh no, never mind. That's not what I want. I could be stretched. Yeah, that's what this stream needs, is me playing with the webcam more. No, I think this will do. I'll just do that later. This is quite a bit more zoom. Does it make it more personal? I think it does. Maybe in like right in the camera. Anyways, let's play some Zomboid. I'm excited to do some Mario. I'm excited to do movie. I have no idea what movie we're gonna watch tomorrow, but as long as the movie is not anything by Zack Snyder, I think I'll have a good time. Just anything that Zack Snyder has put out, I'm like, this is bad. This is actually unfun. visual novel I told you about a while ago. Oh, is that the one where if a woman says that she likes you, you explode? Because I think that might be. Yes. Okay, hang on. What's the name of it again? Is it on Steam? Paragnosia. The fuck? Oh, it's free game. You know what? Give me that free game. Deathmatch Love Comedy. Deathmatch Love Comedy. That's going on the wish list. That will be a great time, I'm sure. How much reading is in it? Because I'm not very good at long form reading. Oh, it came out in 2020. Is the English expansion, English patch? It's a visual novel. But like, how much reading is it? Okay, hang on. I'm looking at the page for it. I should probably pause my game. The art style is cute and delicate, but there's no voice acting at all. Reading Japanese text is okay for me, but reading without hearing characters talking exhausts me. The gameplay may be fun, but I don't know. And not having voice actresses is definitely outside the norm of Japanese visual novels. I personally cannot enjoy this game, and I only recommend this game to fast Japanese readers. That sure is a review, huh? Wow, this visual novel is so much reading. I'm half tempted to get into it just because it would annoy that person. Oh, hang on. Actually, I want to go for a little trip. So we're going to eat a bunch of soup. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for making us delicious food. Hey, should we go on a little booze cruise in Zomboid? Probably not, but I'm gonna bring a spare bottle anyways. Look, I will never drink and drive in real life, but it does make for a great character moment for Carol, that's for sure. She's in her punk era. She's in her punk, I don't give a fuck era. Hang on, I need to fuel up for our trip too. Here, put the beer in the glove box. You never know when you're gonna need that. I should probably also fill up my water too. Just a quick little stroll. Anything in these freezers? Nope. Also drink this coffee and cocoa bevy. Big Slurpee. Man, I could actually go for a Slurpee. It's been so long since I've had a Slurpee. They used to be a little reward that I'd get for finishing soccer practice growing up. AKA, I'd sneak, what was it? I'd sneak quarters. I'd sneak a bunch of quarters into my socks, and then I'd go to the 7-Eleven that was right on the way back from the soccer field to my house. A Slurpee, really? Yeah. I mean, they're not good. Like, it's just sugar. But sometimes sugar goes hard. Sugar goes hard when you're in the mood for quick calories and don't give a fuck about how it makes you feel afterwards. I mean, the same could be said about booze, TBH. Also, good luck on your uh raid adventure, Daft. I love it. All my favorite guys are there. Yeah, all my favorite guys. Um, are hmm. All of them, including the one I hate. Final Fortnite. You know, earlier today I saw a picture of Cloud with a womb tattoo. I was not seeking that out. It got posted in the one of the discords I'm in. I was just like, oh, okay. I guess that's how my day's gonna start out. Cloud Strife womb tattoo. What the fuck is a womb tattoo? It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a tattoo that goes where the uterus would be. And usually it looks pretty ovarian. But what does that mean? Yeah, belly. Usually on the belly slash lower abdomen area. The fuck is the point of giving one to a character? It's like a tramp stamp, but even hornier. I think it's a terminally online thing. Well, maybe terminally gooner core. Womb tattoos, pretty gooner core. Did I pop one of my tires? I thought we liked tramp stamps as a joke. No. No, I think that's actually like legit gooner core. I don't understand the internet. No, that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense. Hang on, I see house, I'm looting house. The hell? Can't even get into the damn trunks. You know, I think a sizable chunk of tramp stamp enjoyers are doing it ironically, just because it's like such a bygone era. It's a bygone era of like society, like people actually getting tramp stamps. Although I was at a work training earlier today, and somebody in front of me at like the the vending machine was grabbing something. I was just idly observing what kind of person they were. I was like, oh, they have some tattoos. I see one, I'm not like, awooga, I can look at an ass without guidance. Yeah, exactly. But yes, this person in front of me, like, they grabbed their thing from the vending machine, and I just happened to notice a tramp stamp. I was like, oh, I didn't realize people still got these. I think it was like a heart or something. I want to be clear, I was not checking this woman out. It was merely idle observation. Was it cool or was it like a tribal tattoo? It was just like a stylized heart. Probably more in the it was definitely more in the tribal style. Air quotes tribal style. How many hot dogs? You know what? How many hot dogs can we slurp on down? Can I actually use perfume at all? What if I got a tramp stamp that said, my eyes are up here with an arrow pointing down? I think you got something there. I think there's a little something something to it. Wait, the hot dogs are both unfreezing and cooking? Interesting. Can I just eat the packaged peas? I don't need to cook or nothing? 7 hot dogs. You know, I think that's my favorite part about weapons, is the 7 hot dogs. Just something about it. Like, one, it being like a commemorative joke for your friend that passed away. And 2, just like the absurdity of the scene in the first place. Oh man. Well, it's a good thing that they got a window. I'm not even gonna bother. We do a little breaking and entering as a treat. Ooh, seed packets. It's one of those things that made me like the movie. I would agree. It gives it a little bit more charm. Ooh. Fertilizer, feed bag. More seed packets. Ooh, a trowel too. Let's toss these in the watering cans too. Yeah. All this stuff. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of most of weapons, but I do think that they had something there. They had something there for sure. And the little bits of charm really did it for me. That and the guy letting a strange grandma in his house because he was like, ironic, slay. Irony poisoning another victim. Very true. Just the irony poisoning. It gets us all. You gotta be careful. If you're not careful, it will come for you. It will what for you? Hang on, these are full of wheat. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, we'll just toss a lot of this in the back. Slug repellent. I thought I was gonna get a little further away from my house before I ended up filling up my trunk, but you know, what does it matter? Maybe we can put on some weight for Carol. Just by looting all this stuff. I kind of want to grab this other... generator too, but I'm like, maybe not. I don't think I actually have enough space to do so. There is no stopping the loot gremlin. It's true, the loot gremlin... The loot gremlin will be looting. How much does the generator weigh? 20? 40? Ugh. Crushing myself to death with a generator. Okay, well, the fertilizer definitely. Now I'm being crushed a little less. Yeah, that'll work. Just keep cramming down hot dogs. What's the video of the guy slurping hot dogs into his lungs? The world's greatest hot dog shooter, right? Is that the... Is that the one? Maybe I can move over enough. God, I forgot about that. I know Daft hates it. Video disgusts me, as it should. It's pretty gnarly. I feel like most people should not be able to slam away hot dogs like that. You know what? Where'd that generator go? Did I drop it? Where did the generator go? I must have dropped it like just behind the van here. Yeah. Okay, well. Yeah, the hot dog shooter guy. This shit about to go viral. What he didn't know is that he was right. Just in the wrong way. He became a... What's the term? A lol cow? I mean... Who am I to judge, really? Everybody these days wants to go viral and act like they don't know nobody. A lol cow is meaner than that? Okay, well... That's fair. I don't think I understand what exactly lolcow means. Calling someone a lolcow, I mean, no, I mean like it makes sense. Do I get it? Not really. I can roll a die? Does it say where? You can just roll them for fun. Sometimes for people who, usually women who have different opinions than internet troll incels, usually argue back with them. Sometimes it's for people who are disgusting internet weirdos. Okay, I think I understand then. At least a little bit more. Catalog? Do we actually need this catalog? I thought it was a brochure. Darkside Phil is a lolcow? I mean, yeah, I know that much. That guy... That guy is... certainly a character. It's storming out there. Is it storming where you're at? We had a nice snowstorm just the other day. Made everything nice and dusted. Yeah, it just started. What kind of a storm you got going on? Is it rain? Is it snow? Is it a combination of both? Is Oh, what's his name? The guy that got really, really fat and then lost all that weight. The mukbang YouTuber. I can't remember his name. I try not to remember people like that as much as possible. Nikocado, that's the one. Jared Fogle is not the guy. Do you think is he in the Epstein list? Well, never mind. He was soliciting kids, so probably not. He was trying to farm them the old-fashioned way. Wait, I can't actually bring this with me. I think that ship sailed long before that. I mean, it was going for a long time. It was still going for a long time. But yes, Nikocado Avocado. Oh, this loops? Oh. Well, that's funny. I just decided to go in one big old loop. But yeah, Nikocado Avocado. I don't understand. The last thing that I saw of his was him being like, I tricked you guys. You guys are such fools for believing that I was still 300 pounds. It's like, all right, bro. I feel like the only person that really lost anything from you doing that is you. Like, gaining and losing that much weight has to be really bad for your body. But what do I know? It's Fool's Spring once again. You know, I haven't heard that term too much. Fool's Spring. It's kind of a funny one. I feel like Fool's Spring is how I feel every time I look outside. He also pretended his pet parrot was dead to troll people. Oh no, you got me. Your parrot isn't dead. Okay. You got me, I guess. I mean, it just goes to show that you don't know what's going on in people's actual lives. Especially YouTubers like that. Mitchell, the content. Yeah, there's certainly content to be mined, but what kind of content? I mean, people just don't. People just don't care. They are not mining diamonds out of these content mines. It's the negative version of those two dudes who turned out to be together. That makes sense. People love rage bait. It's the only thing that gets them out of bed in the morning. Isn't that like why we're in the position that we are? Because people like rage bait too much. They get addicted to the rage bait, and then Dylan Dan raid calls good luck. Thank you, Daft. Good luck with your raids. Good job. May you overcome the blowjob brothers. They got the wheat and everything. I can thresh it. How do I thresh it? Oh, I just beat it. Who up beating they wheat? I like the vegan version of beating your meat? Who up beating they wheat? +2. Thank you, thank you. +2 chiefs of wheat. Beat. Although I feel like beating your schmeat is also the vegan version of beating. I mean, like, it just makes sense to me. Smacking your schmeat? Yes. Yes, dude. Whoop, smacking they schmeat. I need to have more places to put my stuff, I think. I think all of... I don't have enough places. I need more specific spots for my gun stuff. Because here in the garage, here in my garage, I'm running out of space pretty rapidly. The Omega department. What's everybody's results on the Omega quiz? Anybody still doing that? You know what? Maybe this is the perfect spot for my... It's already empty, might as well. The trowel. Let's get all of the fertilizer and everything out of here. Is smacking your schmeat the corporate-owned version of vegan beating off? It's like beating your wheat, definitely. I'm still just trying to fully decipher this. Vegan fraudage. What a fucking sentence. I mean, I know I'm talking about it, but damn. Vegan fraudage. It's certainly an evocative sentence. Then again, I think anything with frauding is an immediate like, all right. I just say things. No, you're well within your rights to do so. That's kind of what we're doing here. We throw enough spaghetti at the wall that people are like, maybe this was entertaining. Frauding is just funny inherently. No, I agree. There's something very inherently silly about the idea of, like, jerking dicks into foreskin. Is this... Do I know what frauding is? I feel like that's one term that I do understand, even the barest bit. Did I tell you why? No. Penis? Funny. Two penis? Really funny. Just rubbing them together? Just rubbing them together? Dang, what the hell are you thinking about? You know, I gotta be real. I think I might be brain poisoned. I think the brain poisoning has gotten to me. Crossing swords, as it were. Brothers in arms. Brothers in arms! Brothers in arms cracks me up. Just that ASCII art itself is really funny. ASCII art of two penises crossed like swords. I mean, that's comedy, baby. As we've discussed. Wish I could send it in this very chat. I'd prefer if you didn't. Just generally, I think that would be bad for my channel. Hey guys, I know we joke about penises a lot here. Let's tone down, aka avoid the penis ASCII art in the chat. Definitely wouldn't display right. Yeah. However, in the Discord, you can definitely post it in there. If nothing else, it'll be funny. And I'm the only, well, there's like a couple of us. We have a couple of moderation people in there, aka me and Knife, and that's it. That's all we need, though. Can I really just keep adding lentils, beans, eggs? Sure. Go crazy with it. Add some mayo to it. Man, these... You can really just fuck up. What about some barbecue sauce? Yeah, delicious. Incredible. How are our plants looking? Dead tomato vine. No, no. My tomatoes. They're so dead. Not my strawberries. Damn, those are dead as hell. Yeah. Well, you dim some, you lose some. Hell did I do to him? I don't even know. That's the worst part. I don't know what I even did wrong. And that's the part that really hurts. Ah well. We'll just replace them with other things. Aw, the Brothers in Arms does not display properly. You're right. I wish it did. What seeds do we replace them with? Cucumber? You know what? Let's do some jalapeno seeds, actually. We can also fertilize. Remove the dead tomato vines. My pumpkins are dead too. So is my corn. What did I know? Man, it's probably because I didn't compost them, actually. You've done something terribly wrong. It appears that what I did wrong is not compost them. But, you know, that's, you dim some, you lose some. As they say in the business. Is it the right season for them? Corn, definitely it's the right season. Corn can grow into the fall. I think pumpkins, it's also the right season. Although I'm working off of like real life logic, which is not the same as video game logic. Unfortunately. Apparently in this build you really need to compost them. Is that knowledge learned from the internet? Because that would make sense. That would just make sense. Zucchini. Throw some pumpkins too. I really want to actually make any of these work. No, I made it up. I bamboozled again. Yeah, I read it on a forum. Haha. Everybody's favorite forum. Reddit. There's definitely some cool people on there. I didn't make it up. I don't know. I've been bamboozled once. Please, I just want to have... I want to grow some beautiful plants. That's all I want. Didn't make it up. Probably not. I'll believe you this time. I gotta be real. Having... Oh, the strawberry plants are dead too. I mean, it's probably not the right season for the strawberry plant, so... That just makes sense. Maybe I am just a terrible gardener. Have I ever gardened in real life? No. Wouldn't stop me, though. Wouldn't stop me from being terrible at gardening. How much fertilizer do I need for all this? Not even herbs or flowers? I don't think I've ever grown anything. No, the tomato vine's dead too. Damn it. Right. Not even indoor plants? Actually, you know what? I helped Sean with a basil plant. It got pretty leggy, though. It got pretty leggy, and then we forgot about it, and it died. Means it wasn't getting enough sun. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Wait, does the compost... Is fertilizer and compost different? Uh-oh. I'm gonna be up until, like... Alright, well, I want to try and make it work. But yeah, I think my leggy basil plant was just an instance of me not fully understanding what it needed. A story of my life. Although it did make some good pesto. I'll give it that. Made some great pesto. It's kind of annoying that I may have overwatered as well. Ah well, that's just life. And it takes forever to fill these up. I may have overwatered them, as I said. Burrow needs seeds. Isn't that what that one post was? By the trans woman that was suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning? This furrow needs seeds. I'm pretty sure it's we need to repopulate the hive. We have to repopulate the hive. Yeah, exactly. It's funny though. It's certainly evocative. Certainly gets the hive I don't know. It's the hive swarming. The whole post is cis people flirting. How rubbery that pussy. Trans people flirting. You need to hold me down by my weak little bee wings and use me. We have to repopulate the hive. Holy. I think I have COVID. How rubbery that pussy is just... I think that might be cinema. Then again, that whole post is cinema. What am I talking about? Hold me down by my weak little bee wings. What a... Just the whole thing. It's got legs. Much like a basil plant with not enough sun, that thing's got legs. Oh man, I should have pre-made some coffee for our trek today too. Ah, well. Maybe I need to get a microwave too. Being poisoned makes people incredible shit posters, I guess. That's true. That I can tell you with certainty. The more fucked up your consciousness, the better you are at shit posting. I'm not even out of the driveway and I'm cracking into a beer. Carol, don't give a fuck. How long do you think I have COVID was sitting in the drafts for? That's definitely one that was not just a you type it up and send it. I think that one may have been handcrafted in a lab. Man, I can't see shit. It's foggy. Call me Foggy Fresh. No, that one was cooked by an expert. An expert level shit poster. God, I aspire to be that level of unhinged. I haven't been thinking up a lot of Blue Sky skeets lately. I mean, they don't get any reception anyways, because I have no audience. But I've been trying. I had a couple weeks. Oh, I'm hitting the horn on accident. I had a couple weeks of, maybe like 2. I had like 2 weeks of posting something that I thought was funny every day. And maybe that could have, maybe I could continue that. Although I need to continue writing down things that I think are funny. Get a shit post for yourself. That's what I was doing. That's what I'm doing right now. I mean, nobody else is here, so. Or at least that's what I like to imagine. Maybe one day I'll actually have people tune in. Copium, copium. Don't do it for the audience. A true shit poster goes by pure animal instinct. I feel like you're skong posting. Man, the Hollow Knight subreddit just went fucking feral for a while, huh? Damn, that makes me laugh every time I see it. It's a good post. Well, it's a good meme format. At least I think it's funny. What does it matter to anybody else but me? I did see that Bluehole or Bluepoint, not Bluehole. That's a different studio. I did see that Bluepoint got disbanded earlier today. That made me a little bit sad because it's like these guys actually were like remaking games really in a good way. Like, how many people have a fucking PS3 to play Demon's Souls? Not a lot. What did they do? They made the Demon's Souls remake. Oh, what else did they do? That's the only one that I can name off the top of my head. But I saw it and I was like, actually, the only issue I have with the Demon's Souls remake is that the Jester is not enough of a clown. He needs to be more of a clown. Less bloated, disgusting mass and more jolly. More jolly hijinks. Like running into a room of explosive barrels and then shooting fire at it. Yeah, I like the I liked the Demon's Souls remake because it's not like people were fucking lining up to play that one. And all that they really did for it was give it a new coat of paint. Even if I disagree with the color of paint on some instances. But it made it more accessible. We need more like accessibility and options for people that were not around or like simply didn't have the hardware at the time. Because they're not going to be buying it now. They're not going to be going back and being like, oh man, I really need to get a PS3. Although there are a couple exclusives on there that are interesting. I think the number one for me is like Metal Gear Solid 4, but even then, even if anything, they don't even want you to do that. They want you to buy a PS5. A game console that's on its way out, that they've said is in its halfway point in its life cycle. They want me to buy that? I mean, I could, but like, why? Well, I feel so old now. I mean, that's how it goes, you know? Wonder if this thing has any gas in it. I'm gonna bet no. This is landscaping. Nope, okay. But yeah, I remember the COVID shortages and having to like sign up for updates on like, hey, you might be able to get a PS5. You might be able to get a PS5. I was keeping an eye on it the entire time, just like, oh man, I really want a PS5. And then my roommate managed to get it. I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to be the one that buys it. I can be the one that benefits. Yeah, everyone went insane. And then no one ever learned because of the Switch 2. That's true. They're very conservative on whether or not people are going to buy the new console. They do be doing that. Animal feed bag? I mean, it's at least something. We take the watering cans, always. Tucky Farmers Almanac. Barbed wire. Sure. Rat poison. I can eat that if things get too dire, too. But yeah, they didn't learn with the PS5. The PS5 actually had an excuse too. Like it had COVID and those shortages. Although we're still dealing with like supply line issues with that. Or at least that's what they say. I don't fuck if I know if it actually is an issue. Who knows? They be lying. Conspiracy posting now? When am I not conspiracy posting? I just hate the big corporations, you know? Any excuse to hate on a big corp. Should probably hate them for things that they actually do, though, rather than just making things up. That'd probably be a good place to start. Milk powder? There's plenty they actually do for sure. Yeah, I mean, just look at the Banana Republic stuff. Like, that alone is enough to think about. Ruined a lot of people's lives just so that we could have cheap bananas. know me, I'm all about those cheap bananas. I think, when was the last time I've eaten a banana? It's been a minute, for sure. Turning Greenland into a Ram Republic. Is Ram Republic the sequel to Ram Ranch? After the gays... After the gays decide that communism isn't for them, they go for a republic. Can I please fill up my water from the sink? I'll fill it up from the toilet if I have to. But yeah, they really are just sending out all sorts of whack stuff. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna take over these random countries because it will make the shareholders profit. I love the shareholders. They're my favorite. 18 naked Vikings in the snow at Ram Republic. Hell yeah. It's not why they want Greenland. They want Greenland to extract the rare minerals from them. But also, it would cost so much money to extract them because it's a country covered in ice. Also because of the Antichrist or something, because Peter Thiel. Hang on, elaborate on that for me. Peter Thiel definitely... It's Thiel. Peter Thiel. Whatever, fuck that guy. I'm not gonna give him... I'm not gonna give him the proper name. Only because he actively does so much harm to the world. He can tell me that I'm saying his name wrong when he has me executed for thought crimes or something. But yeah, that guy's really obsessed with like the idea of the Antichrist. He's obsessed with the Antichrist. I'm not joking. I know you're not. That's the part that makes me like most, well, it makes me concerned, but it also makes me laugh because it's just like, all right, dude. You think he talks to ChatGPT? You think he has a ChatGPT boyfriend? Yes, Peter. Yes, Petey, honey, sweetie, my power bottom. We need to be worried about the Antichrist. If we're not worried about the Antichrist, he'll surely come back, because the Antichrist is definitely real. I mean, what kind of... He's just like... He's got nothing going on for him. Like, sure, he's got all that money, and he probably fucked young boys. You fucked young boys, Teal? Sorry, I'm quoting everybody's favorite game of all time. L.A. Noire. I don't care about him thinking about anything he thinks. That's fair. I'd like to go through thought experiments of, damn, what kind of words can I put in his mouth? How shitty can I make him in my imagination? That's all I really have at the end of the day is my imagination. Imagination. You know, I was watching Jinky stream a little bit earlier today, and they were talking about how SpongeBob is kind of like the millennial divide or millennial Gen Z divide. And I don't think that's entirely incorrect. But man, my mom fucking hated me watching SpongeBob. She didn't like me watching cartoons very much, but she hated SpongeBob. Like, I'm sure it's the laugh, but like if you actually watch any of SpongeBob and are like paying any amount of attention to it and not just like this show fucking sucks, it's written for adults as well. It's written to be entertaining to the adults that have to watch it because their kid watches it. Does she still? Probably. What's funny to me is that she's always telling me that I need to embody more whimsy. And I'm like, girlie, you're the one that made me not whimsical. Any show that I watched that tried to embody whimsy, you hated. Although I think I hate SpongeBob now too. Not because of like the episodes, but because of him being owned by Paramount. And Paramount being like objectively evil. Sorry, SpongeBob, you didn't do anything wrong. Or SpongeBob himself didn't really do anything wrong, but that's how it goes. Some planks? Actually, I kind of need those. Give me that. We definitely need plenty of planks. Am I really tired at 4 p.m.? Man. Carol, well, it is almost 5 p.m. I'll give you that. Up at 9 a.m. Well, never mind. We do some exhausting things here. I'd probably be tired by 5 p.m. if I had to sprint around in Kentucky heat. 83 degrees Fahrenheit? I feel like 80 degrees is hot, but like tolerable. I think we had too many like 90 plus degree days in the summer. I think I've come around. I think I've decided, yeah, you know what? 80s is perfect for summer. Anything hotter than that and I start melting. It's like not even worth going outside. 90 degrees? Oof. $90 degrees also rough, but oh, a bunker. What we got down here? You a carton of 5.56? Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Why is our cat yelling? Okay, hang on. Where are we on the map? We need to come back to Tree Stump Lane. This place has got the goods. It also has more logs, which I kind of want to... I kind of need the planks, so... Gotta get going. Did I? Oh, I didn't even loot up here. I saw the basement and I was like, ooh, basement. I really am a basement dweller. I see the basement and I go, that's where I need to go. That's where I need to be. Ooh, a cooking book too. Gotta do cooking by the book. Some whiskey. Whiskey and fish fingers? Okay. Let's get out of here. Always good to keep a handle in your glove box. Am I right, fellow drunk drivers? Also, put a couple of our heavier things in there. But yeah, I just think about some of the classic SpongeBob episodes. Like Imagination. I mean, Squidward is very much a character written for adults to be like, yeah, I certainly understand. I get it. It's hard to match the energy of somebody so full of whimsy. God, that I wish that I could be whimsical. I'm trying though. I'm trying to embody it a little bit more. Maybe I need to be more silly. I think silliness is a good way to start with the whimsy. How silly can we get on this stream? My problem is that my silliness, all I can think of in terms of silliness, you know, actually hang on. We need to be dancing more. That's how we get a little bit more whimsy in here. Are these rabbits? Run, rabbits, run! Can you get out of the road for me, please? Please? I don't want to hit you. The rabbit herds running across the road. Oh, to be a little rabbit dancing across the roadway. I wonder how hunting works in the most recent stuff. Like, I know there's fleshing, and I know that there's, like, leatherworking and stuff, which is cool. I would love if we could make, like, leather armor or something. I feel like that's got to be pretty resistant to bites, right? Like, the magazine armor, that's just a good bet, IMO. Okay, let's drop all of our planks on the floor, too. We do not need these. Get them spread out so that we can actually start closing up shop on this. Our abomination of a fence that's gonna take half a forest to actually finish. If I had metalworking, that would be a little bit easier of a task to accomplish. But you know, gotta do what we can. At least we're gaining back a little bit of that weight too. I was genuinely worried. How many fish fingers we got? 3? Those will cook pretty fast, right? Your favorite. I do love fish fingers. I love so many terrible oven meals. I grew up on too many of them, I think. Let's also see about making some coffee. Create beverage. Create tea. Reduces fatigue as well. I mean, we have enough tea. Add herbs. Some cinnamon. I can add stock. Ew. I can go with like Bovril. Now that sounds just nasty. Oh, I burnt my fish fingers. I was too busy. You know what? Sure. I'm still eating them. I can be a little unhappy. It definitely makes me unhappy, IRL, eating burnt food. That's for sure. Coffee tea. A true chai. Is that really... Huh. Sure, just add more coffee to it. Adding more coffee reduces the amount of fatigue. That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. I would think that it would be better about that. I would think. At least we can eat a butter chunks bar to make ourselves the tiniest bit less unhappy. Okay, well, toss our bevies in the fridge. We'll have those in the morning. Might as well unload some of the truck. We're getting quite a bit of farming stuff, actually. I'm curious to see how this will affect the harvests. Got my whiskey bottle. That's not what I need. Sacks of dirt and sand, too. Okay, anyways. SpongeBob. Yeah, I think the SpongeBob SquarePants movie is kind of where the divide between millennial and Gen Z is the most. Like, the most prolific, I should say. We have so many watering cans now. We definitely don't need this many, but... Hey. The more the merrier. They're there to collect rain, if nothing else. Yeah, like David Hasselhoff. I didn't know who David Hasselhoff even was until I watched the SpongeBob movie. I think part of that is uh, my parents just not really enlightening me with not social media, but like media generally, or when in the way of enlightening me in terrible media. Barbed wire, barbed wire wrapped weapon. Make saw blade table leg. Carpentry 5. That's kind of interesting. My family does have bad taste in media. That they do. That I will not disagree with at all. My my family certainly could have a better media diet. I feel like they generally eat a lot of garbage in that way. I mean, I I'm not much better, but I'm different in an alternative way. AKA I spend way too much time on Twitch. Twitch.tv. But like the actual media I consume, I feel like is it's at least not the same level of slop that they consume. That's kind of my big issue is that they love some just absolute slop content. Like over the summer when I was staying with my mom, her and my sister were watching like Love Island, and I got to say after having half watched numerous episodes of it, that is slop content. That is it's like horny baiting. It's like non-stop horny baiting. Just like, oh, we're just gonna we got all these fuck boys on this island, and there's people are trying to find love, I guess. Like it's I half observed numerous episodes and I was like, this sure is something else. Like it's peak trashy TV. I don't think I've ever really enjoyed trashy TV. At least not to that level. Like it's okay to have a little bit of garbage in your media diet. Like you're allowed to eat a little bit of junk food every now and then. But when all that you eat is junk food, that's when the problem comes out. And I swear that's all that I ever saw either of them watch is just like, okay, what is the meal of the day? It's more slop. It's more mm, what's the word that I would use here? I mean, it is just slop. The word that I would use is slop. It's more slop content. Easy to shovel down and not think about. I don't feel like my parents ever really watched stuff that I was like, oh, this is true Kino. Like this is some cinema. Like a consistent comfort movie for my mom is what is it? Live, Die, Repeat. Like one, I don't remember what the actual title is because of how uh how they rebranded it. What is it? Live, Die, Repeat. Die Tomorrow. I don't know. It's the Tom Cruise one with Emily Blunt in it. And like I enjoy that movie, but she watches it a lot. It seems to be her comfort movie. She seems to really like Tom Cruise as an actor, which I do not understand because he plays himself in every single movie. Like, I don't think I've watched a movie that he's been in that I've been like, wow, Tom Cruise really has some great chops in this. It's just like, I know that he can act and be like whatever his act sona is. I've seen it in enough movies. But it's just not interesting. It's not compelling. It's not exciting. It just doesn't make me feel like, ah, yes, this is high art. I'm just like, okay, well, another Tom Cruise movie. Like The Mummy, the Mummy, whatever. Which one was he in? I mean, whatever one it is. I half watched my mom watching it. Also, man, she watches a lot of movies that are terrible. But yeah, I was watching her. Well, I watched half of it. Maybe not half. Maybe like a third of it, just like over the shoulder. And I was like, this is a particularly bad movie. Like, I can understand enjoying bad movies because I do that plenty. But damn, it was. I'll say uninspired. Ooh, Woodcraft 7. Knife, what's the lore behind it again? That none of the people making that movie knew what they were doing, and so they just let Tom Cruise decide everything? Oh good, somebody's busting into the house that I'm in. Yeah. That's just, it went through crazy development hell. That's the part that I forgot. It went through development hell. Which is crazy for like a movie. I don't feel like a movie should be able to go through development hell. Who broke in? Where you at? Went through development hell. He somehow ended up being the only one with movie experience, so they kind of let him do what he wanted and changed the character he was playing and some other stuff. Witness the beginning of a hashtag dark universe. Man, what the hell were they thinking with that? Movies go through stuff like that all the time. What do you mean? That's true. Our favorite movie by Marky Plier, also kind of went through a development hell of sorts, but it was mostly I'm trying to get I have the movie done, but I'm trying to get it out. Not the same thing. No, it's not the same thing, for sure. It certainly is not the same thing. Man, I'm gonna run out of space. There's so many bullets here that I'm going to run out of space for my trip back. It's gonna take 2 trips. Gotta watch the trailer with the wrong audio again. Hang on. That's the fact that that actually made it out cracks me up. Really a signifier for the movie as a whole, just like soulless in a fashion. Soulless in a fashion because it, like, the soundtrack is what makes a movie. The sound design, if you don't have the sound design, if you don't have like all of that, it completely guts the potential a movie has. Also, taking away the music and sound effects really makes you notice how bad the editing is because there's nothing else to notice. That's true. There is nothing else to notice about that. Like, it's just damn, this sure is a movie. This sure is a movie that's being released, huh? Go on, girl. Give us nothing. My God, we have 2 cartons. The way he screams. It makes me think of Silent Hill Downpour. The way that he screams. Like, if you have seen anything about Silent Hill Downpour, like, I think that there's good stuff in there somewhere. It's not a good Silent Hill game, but I think that it has some heart to it. Again, not gonna say it's good, but I think that it has some kind of... Is that I Love My Daddy? No. That I Love My Daddy is fortunately different. I Love My Daddy is... which one is it? I Love My Daddy is Silent Hill... Not Homecoming. It's Silent Hill... Shattered Memories. But Silent Hill Downpour is... I think it's one that was released in like 2014? 2013 maybe? Where they tried to do like an open world kind of deal, where like there were side quests that you could do, and it's about a... what's his name? Guy named Murphy that goes into jail to kill a guy that killed his son. And the alternate endings are like you killed a different guy that was standing in the way of your goal because like a different prison guard that was. I mean, nobody really cares if I spoil this. Silent Hill Downpour is not exactly a well-regarded Silent Hill game. Huh? Yeah, they had like side quests in it, which I don't think is very Silent Hill. I think that the game had potential. It just kind of flubbed a couple of things. Anyways, the reason I bring it up is the main character, when he gets hit, a lot of the time he'll just go like a type beat, where it's just kind of like, it's like a stunted scream, you know? But yeah, anyways, that and the way that Tom Cruise yells in that trailer for The Mummy, it makes me think of that. Is it stilted? Is stilted the term I'm looking for here? It feels off. Right, let's dump off all of our ammo here. We're gonna end up making a couple of crates in this corner, and they will be ammo crates. How much does it take to make a crate? Wooden crate. 4 planks, 4 nails. Okay. Let's try and make 2 of these then. Did I even have enough? Did I grab all of the ammo from that place? I think I did. Great. Gotta get my nails first. I'm going too far ahead here. Man, nails are heavy. Great. Hang on, is this not basic? Is this not what I thought it was? No, come on. Right here. Oh, they only have 40? Oh, man. Well, that'll have to do. But yeah, I haven't thought about Silent Hill Downpour in a hot second. I think that's one of my favorite YouTube LPs that I'd ever seen growing up. I watched a little bit of Two Best Friends Play growing up. I thought that they were funny. But I watched a sizable bit of them playing through that. Well, I think I actually watched them play through all of it. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I did watch all of that LP. But what made it so notable is that they were Silent Hill fans, like pretty big Silent Hill fans. So of course they were like, this is not a good Silent Hill game, because it isn't. But I think if it were marketed as anything but a Silent Hill game, I think it would have actually stood a chance as being something more memorable. Because, like, one, the Silent Hill games they've had a lot of misses in the Silent Hill game department. Although from what I've seen about the newest Silent Hill game, which one is that? Silent Hill F, right? Silent Hill Pay Respects. Funny thing is, you're so right, but also video game companies think it's the opposite way around. It makes me so mad. Yeah, they don't understand what makes a franchise great, so they just slap, specifically Konami. Konami doesn't understand what makes Silent Hill good. Because, like, Silent Hill 1 is about a cult, right? If I'm not misremembering. They just want to sell gacha shit. That's true. Konami does just want to sell gacha shit. Whatever artistry they did have with them has, I think, been long gone for a while now. Instead, we just get the gacha. Which I would like it if we would not get that. I would like it if we could get anything actually interesting in the Silent Hill franchise again. Although, as I said, Silent Hill F, I've seen enough of that I was like, maybe this has some sauce. Yeah, it's about a weird cult trying to summon their weird god. That tracks. That just makes sense to me. I'm fine with stuff like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with, just try and summon your weird eldritch god. Do more of that, please. M1A rifle. I don't think I've seen an M1A. Whatever. What I need to do is I need to find a sledgehammer. And I need to find a gun store. And I would really like to do that at some point in the shenanigans that we get up to. I think we can do that, though. It's just a matter of going to the right place. Which I don't think is that far out of the question, all things considered. My god, I'm really running out of space here. I'm accumulating too much loot. Too much loot, not enough space. Too much loot, not enough space. I know at least one of these has... There we go, yeah. Bo, redeeming the first? How's it going, Bo? How did your driving end up going? Today we've been talking about Silent Hill and just how bad Silent Hill is. Or at least how much bad Silent Hill games and how much Silent Hill content there is. Went well, actually, today. I learned how to parallel park. Yo, that's huge! I actually... You don't use it very often, but when you do, you're really glad that you know how to do it. Just earlier this week, I ended up parallel parking. I fortunately had a lot of space to do so, but anyways, it's one of those skills that it's nice to have, but you're not going to be pulling it out unless you live in an area that really needs parallel parking. Did it when I lived in Brooklyn and also Maryland. Yeah. I mean, DC, I feel like, is one of those areas that definitely you need to know how to parallel park. Need to parallel park super bad because I need it to park in my fucking driveway. Yeah, it's one of those skills. One of those skills that it's like, damn. Yeah, I'm glad I have it, but I wish that I didn't need it nearly as much as I do. You either don't use it at all, or it's exactly like that, where you're just like, oh, good. I gotta use it all the time. But yeah, tell us more about your parking. Tell us more about how that went. Are you planning on doing more parallel parking? Are you gonna end up doing more of those driving classes? Because it is good to have. It's good to... I feel like everybody should have to do more. Maybe like every 5 years, mandatory driving. Like, at least have somebody ride with you to be like, you are okay to drive, or damn, you really suck at driving. Please, we need you to stop. I'm making industries here. I'm making industries that definitely don't need to exist. The mandatory sit-in drive. Did you see they arrested then released the ex-Prince Andrew? I did see that. I think that the guy... Oh, am I burning my food? I am. I think maybe that guy should be in jail. For a long time, but I think they should ransack his house. They should check the property and see if there's any bodies on there as well. Because, it seems like that's a common theme with these types of individuals. But yeah, I did see that. What are your thoughts on that, Bo? I think we can safely agree that It's a good thing that he was arrested, and it's a bad thing that he was let go. Pretty much anybody associated with that group of individuals, pretty safe to say, not good people. Not the kind of people I would be inviting over, that's for damn sure. Here's my griddle pan. I think it's time to make stir fry. From peanut butter? That's sure, throw peanut butter in the pan. That sure is something. I think that the police are trying to do an Al Capone thing with him regarding his other allegations. Just hope that his brother, the king, doesn't step in, or that his status that he no longer has affects the jury if he goes to court. I'm with you on that. I think it's important to actually have people that do bad things maybe actually have consequences happen to them. I know, hot take. Very much a hot take, especially in this this climate, apparently. You know what? Yeah, let's heat up some ground beef too. Egg stir fry with ground beef. Who needs veggies? Me? Nah. Packaged peas, perhaps? But yeah, I just hope, my biggest hope, I should say, is that I really, really hope that people are like, yeah, maybe he should actually serve some time for the association. Like, you know, innocent until proven guilty and all that. But also, I don't think those people are... I can add... Oh, I added capers. The fuck? But yeah, just... I hope that people recognize how important it is for these people to serve justice. Is. I guess I'll eat half of this and then throw the other half in the fridge. What's our weight looking like? We're fine. Peanut butter, egg, and beef stir fry. Carol living that bachelor chow lifestyle. Man, I feel like I need to actually watch more Futurama. Every time I've watched it, I've started like at season 1, and I've watched season 1 and season 2 like 7 times now. I think that I need to actually watch more of the other stuff. Because I know there are good episodes in there. I know that there are. I've seen some of them. Only some of them, though. What is our goal for today? You know, Let's go. Come on, car. Anyways, the I think my favorite episode that I've seen is for Futurama is probably the one where Fry becomes a genius from the worms. His egg salad sandwich parasite worms. Because he decides to eat gas station egg salad. Which, I mean, like, come on. That's a mistake that you should only make 0 times in your life. That's me, I'm the brainworms. Futurama brainworms. I keep seeing, every time it pops up, Reddit loves to talk about how Futurama has, like, a bunch of degrees and PhDs and stuff. And how that they solved one of the, like, a conundrum. One of a scientific conundrum. Reddit really is... Oh, I'm honking. Oops. Reddit really loves to be like, wow, they're so smart. When half of Reddit is the dumbest motherfuckers you've ever seen. They're like, I love science. And then vehemently deny science. Or maybe those are just the bots, actually. Man, I just think on Reddit in like I'm gonna say 2012 to 2016-ish, it was full of the people that were just like, I love science. Science is so cool. Which it is. It actually is. Science rules, in the words of Bill Nye. But I don't think... I think people forget just how boring science can be. Like, making progress in science, it's slow. Unless you're working in something that's more, I'll say probably human behavioral adjacent, in which case I think there's a lot more motivation, aka money flow, into studies like that. Or, you know, you're like meta and you super take advantage of people's psychology and get people addicted to social media for profit. You know, casual things like that. I love actually seeing people be interested in human psychology and like behavioral sciences without that looming, I'll say, desire to make big money. The looming desire to take advantage of psychology and the inherent behaviors that we have. Or bunny herd. Like, it's fascinating, but I've said this numerous times. Marketing is psychology used for evil. Like, how can we get people's attention? How can we get people to look at our product and prioritize it over anything else that they could be Oh man, is my engine dying? I would certainly love to avoid that being a common issue. But yeah, marketing is so much of it is just used for evil. Like, I think I'm much more interested in like guerrilla marketing. No, not marketing to gorillas. The great ape, those guys don't need to be marketed to unless I really need to sell a lot of monkey chow, in which case, maybe I will. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I will think on marketing for gorillas. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. No, my car. I think she's dying on me. I think she's dying on me, lads. That's fine. Not really a huge deal. Am I going on the right road? Well, it is called Riverside Road. Maybe it is the right place. Really, I just need to keep an eye out for a sledgehammer, because I know that you can encounter them on the road, or at least you used to be able to. But yes, to loop back around, I mean, marketing is just human psychology used for profiting the bottom line. How can we make as much money as possible by taking advantage of people around us? What's the Mad Men is Don Draper, right? I haven't seen Mad Men. I've heard good things about it. Maybe I should. Oh, geez. That's a big cluster of guys. That could have been bad for the car. Oh, firefighters. What you guys got in your... I mean, the firefighter stuff. Firefighter gear can be very useful. How much of it is torn to shreds, though? Okay. See a key. Anything in the back? Oxygen tank. I was really hoping for some kind of fire axe, maybe? Oh, this thing is beat to shit. Does it have gas in it? No. No, it does not. Oh, there's the there's the horde. We'll just scooch on by here. Where am I going? I was really hoping to go across the river at some point, but instead we're making a big old loop around. Where do I actually have marked on my map? Alas. Oh well. Road trip with the girlies. Yes, yes. The journey is the destination on this road trip. Journey before destination and all that. You know, I finished the first Way of Kings. I believe it is just the Way of Kings. I finished the first Stormlight Archive Brandon Sanderson book a minute ago, and the first tenet of the Knights Radiant has been living in my head. Maybe I am just a paladin player. Maybe I've been a paladin player in denial. I don't really want to go down this road, actually. I just like a big fighter person. Maybe paladins are exactly what I like. They're just so mad. They're so... You need so much to actually make them work. At least for D&D. Paladins used to be the, oh shit, I actually got really good stat rolls. I guess I get to play a paladin this time. Which is kind of fun. I think that that can be a good time. I think rolling up a paladin should be more of an occasional, a little treat, little roleplay treat. But anyways, continuing. What I'm saying about Brando Sando. The Knights Radiant are just a paladin order with like some more vague tenets, I guess I would describe them as. Like each paladin order being sort of its own deal, but sharing that first initial tenet of it's life before death. Hang on, there's more to this. What is the other? It's life before death. Journey before destination is the last one. What the hell are they? Hang on, I'm actually looking this up. Life before death. Strength before weakness. There it is. It's life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. And I think that's kind of a good mental motto to follow of just like it's obviously vague and up to interpretation, but like I think there's a good message in there. A good message. It's been rattling around in my brain a good bit this last little while. Of just like, yeah, maybe we do need to actually consider journey before destination really being the numero uno to keep in my mind. Nice cluster of guys there, my god. But yeah, just like, you gotta appreciate the path that you're on. How many of these? Could probably kill a couple of these guys. We've certainly got the long blunt levels. Okay, yeah. It's just it's a motto about making the most out of the time that you have, I think. In my interpretation, that's at least part of what it's about. Appreciating the way there just as much as getting there. Like, having done a couple cross-country road trips now, I think if I could change one thing about it, it would be how long it took me to get to my destination. I think I would take a little bit longer. Can I actually... Yes, please, let me in. Jar lid, empty glass bottle. Might as well inspect some of these flyers, too. Get some places marked on the map. Sunderland Hills Sanatorium. Spooky. Man, houses for sale for $90,000. That's crazy. I mean, you are in Kentucky, so take the good with the bad there. What I wouldn't give to be able to buy a house for a reasonable price nowadays. It just makes me sad how much we get screwed over. We being like, I'll say Gen X to Gen X till now, really? Bowl of rotten stew. Mmm. But yes, anyways, just the entitlement of the property owning class. They always talk about like, oh, you'll become more conservative as you get older. That's certainly not happening with me. I feel like I've only become more liberal. I think what they mean to say is you become more conservative as you gain more money. And guess what? My ass doesn't have any money. It's almost like that sort of mentality of I gotta defend what I have, but if you don't have anything to defend, then where does that go exactly? Refill hurricane turn. I love how much stuff they've added to this game. Like, Build 42 really is the big expansion. Like, this is the game that Zomboid has been trying to be for 15 years now. Holy shit, this game has taken 15 years to develop. I've just turned into dust. I was just thinking about how much I've watched people play this game for a long time now. And I finally put enough time into it to actually be able to, you know, dedicate more time. Like we're almost at 2 months. Continues to be fun. It's true. It's a game that continues to give. I paid what, $30 for it, and I have like 200 hours? That's a night out. It's a night out, baby. I don't get 200 hours of fun out of a night out. Although maybe that's kind of the mentality that ruins that more moment-to-moment spending mentality of like, well, it's fine if I spend $15. Hang on, I see blood back here. Survivor house. I wonder if there's anything inside. Yeah, I see the blood, so might as well get as many of the zombies into the open. Breaking down the interior door, I see. Oh, okay. Couple of bodies trying to bust on out. Parsley seed packet. Well, if nothing else, I can unbarricade these. Let's continue to unbarricade. I'll go put the planks in the wood pile. I'll let that guy bust on out. Man, the zombie noises are... They sure are something. Yep, there they go. Busting through. My push almost failed there. That would have been embarrassing. Nothing in the backpack. Photo of a horse race. Picture of it? Constant Worship, Volume 2. Blacksmithing 1. Ooh, Dan, they got some books in here. Okay, what I also want to do here is, ooh, M1911. Don't mind if I do. I also want to store the planks. I can wear this silver sports medal? That's so funny. What do these guys have on them? Nothing? Okay. Explosive schematic? Secrets of Outback? Pool schematics? Okay, well. You know what? I will just take all of these books. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, like this game's been good for a decade. Like even in 2011, I was like, this game's still pretty fun. Like I'm really bad at it, and it's got good bones. I thought it's had good bones for a long time now, but we're starting to see the flesh on them. The flesh is coming to light. Like, who would have thought that Sims, but with zombies, would be fun? Reconstituting itself like the mummy from the mummy. Me? Honestly, I think I could see you really liking this game. Bowling pin with nails? Holy shit. Now that's incredible. Ice cream sandwich. I want to play it, I'm just intimidated. It is pretty intimidating. That is hard to deny. It is very much the kind of game that that you got to know what you're signing up for. Got to understand that you're in for a journey of learning. Because it certainly is a journey of learning. You know what? This house is, I think, safe enough. I actually sleep on the bed. Yeah. But yeah, as I've been saying, like, it's just The Sims. It's The Sims with a steeper learning curve. More moment to moment, I would say. Love The Sims, as you know. That's true. You are a Sims head. A Sims enjoyer. I think we're coming up on a turn to actually get back into Civilization. Although, maybe Civilization is not what I want. Civilization, I'll stay right here. I think I have the entirety of this Fallout 3 soundtrack burned into my brain. I played so much of that game and so very much. Oh, okay. We're on the outskirts of a town, aren't we? Oh man, yeah, it appears so. I'm not outside of Louisville proper, am I? Man, we might be popping off with a Molotov already if truth be told. What town are we in? West Side? Are we by the... Hang on, are we by the gun store here? Is this town the one with the gun store that I've actually been searching for? I think it might be. Oh my god. These sure are some clusters of Zeds. Oops. Definitely need to be a little careful here. I know that we can make at least one Molotov work. And we have the spare stuff to make more than one Molotov work. Oh my god. Oops. Skirt. Now this is the undead hordes. If we could actually loot through a sizable chunk of this, then I think we would be just absolutely set. Or we'll just die, and that'll be how this story ends. But I'm going to try and avoid that if I can help it. Man, this is a large town. Loot gremlin activation mode. Think about the loot, though. Yeah, exactly. But think about the loot. Think about how much loot I could get from this. Is that the fire station? The Drake? I think that's a bar. Got a pharmacy here too. Today is going to be an interesting day in Zomboid. Can I actually like scooch around this? Oh. Let's try not to bust down our vehicle instantly. Oh my god. Is this a wedding venue? That's a lot of zombies. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't really want to be turning down that road. I'm just trying to scout out what's going on here. This could be a good parking lot to set things ablaze. Ah, the Gigamart. That explains it. I can't quite see what this one is. Westmont? I can't tell. I know approximately where we're at. These train tracks lead pretty damn close to the gun store, if I'm not completely misremembering. Oh man, that bridge is... Oh, we're crossing the bridge to Louisville, aren't we? Yeah, it's somewhere like around here that I'm looking for. Northern Railway. Is it across the bridge? I can't remember. It's been a hot minute since I've actually done anything close to this area. I think last time was like 2021 when I had a work from home job. Me and the boys would clock in for the day and then clock into Zomboid for hours at a time. Man, that was a good time. Maybe not the whole everything else part of it, but it was a good time in terms of getting to hang out with some friends. I think we're gonna use the Molotov here. Securing the gas station is, I think, a worthy endeavor. Do a little honking. Just a little zombie trolling. little zombie jigging. Although zombie jigging for us would probably be more... Hang on, let's also turn this off. Zombie jigging would probably be more like hitting the gritty. Let's also take some beta blockers. Okay, we got a good group coming in. Hit the gritty so hard my arm falls off. Yes. Although that might just be the zombie virus. Maybe it's the whole zombie virus that does that. Let's keep them close. Keep them clustered. This is a sizable crowd for just a middle of nowhere gas station. This is why we grab more stuff to make more Molotovs. Don't want too many wandering off. If I get grabbed in the wrong way, I'm just dead. We're just tightening up the cluster a little bit. Can we turn up the Flargle Snout? Don't get grabbed forehead. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the ideal. It's kind of the ideal to avoid getting grabbed by the ghoulies. There we go. We've got a nice cluster of them burning. Just a matter of not getting grabbed and set aflame. That's a great combo of emotes. I love that Mario dancing one. The fact that it's named Pussy too, just incredible. It's making me laugh really hard. It's making me chuckle, at least inside. I've forgotten how to laugh on the outside, so Elmo Fire Pussy. Pussy. I think this place should have enough stuff. Oh, my alarm's going off. What a great way to start my day. Setting some zombies aflame. Man, they are just burning. They're just wandering off too. They're like, oh, I don't know. I think I'm kind of over it. I think I'm just gonna be burning. I love the sound that it makes when all of them start dying too, just like the head pop sound just over and over. Like, sure, it takes a second for it to happen, but Molotovs, extremely resource efficient. Like, sure, I have to use a little bit of gasoline, but glass bottles, easy. Easy peasy. I'm starting to hear some of the heads pop. They're really getting caught on this police car, too. You've heard of the Rave Bridge But what about the fire gas station corner? Yep, there are the heads popping. The sound effect just cracks me up. Oh, I'm on fire. How do I put out the fire? How do I put out the fire? Ow. That's not what I meant to have happen. Ouchie. At least it's only my arm that caught on fire. That could have been real bad. That's what I get for not paying enough attention. Walking over a burning body. Yeah, that's big ouchie. Critical injuries. Severe pain. No, not the... Hang on, is that sign on fire, actually? Maybe the sign... That's great. If the sign's actually on fire, that's incredible. Daw. Not gonna burn out. I was really hoping. Well, we're definitely gonna need to take several painkillers to deal with this. That's what I get for being overconfident. You know what they say about that? It's a slow and insidious killer. Anything in the milk powder? Bible readings. Sermon on the Mount. Yeah. Tell me more about the Sermon on the Mount. Electric shears? This might be nice. Brochure for Cardinal Pizza. We may not be the biggest, but we're the best. Empty feeding bottle? Is that for salt lick? Oh, okay, I see. Let's eat a bunch of ice cream to put out the pain. The pain of having lit myself on fire. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Severe injuries. You know, for being as on fire as I was, I'll take walking away from that. Carol now has some sick burn scars. We really are making Carol live her best life, aka the most interesting life she could. Man, we don't even need to be here. There's zero reason for us to be here. And yet here we are. Do I have that electric? Not electric. Do I have that, put the milk powder and the electric shears in here too. Do I have that regular not electric, glass bottle? I do. Alright, time to make a Molotov then. I could fill my canteen full of gasoline. Hang on, where's my... There it is. Might as well have the spare Molotov too. Never know when you need it. Rotten refried beans. Did I at least turn the car off? Nope. Okay, well, we've refueled. We have the opportunity to eat a lot of ice cream to recuperate. Just chugging down a Ben & Jerry's. Man, poor Carol. Put her through the ringer. Is there no bathroom back here? There is. Is this an employee bathroom? The hell? At least we can stock up on a little bit of food here too. Food stuffs. How engines work. Damn, I've always wanted to know. Well, might as well scratch off some scratch tickets too. $1. Nothing. Wait, gas stations can... What gas station have you been to that can sell firecrackers? I don't think I've ever seen one. Dash bowl driver? Sure. But yeah, I've never seen one that sells. Probably one where they are legal to sell. Yeah. That does make sense. Seen them in grocery stores, so it's not that much of a stretch. Funny that if a gas station explodes, it makes it worse, though. That's true. A gas station having explosives, kind of a different vibe. And there's so much soda here. I'm using all of this this ice cream to make it through healing faster. Because if I remember correctly, the hell was that? What the hell was that sound? Anyways. That was loud. What was I saying? Yeah, we're trying to eat a ton of food to actually make it through. are burns. Because if I remember correctly, if you eat a lot of food, you heal through your injuries faster. Which, like, that's not too big of a stretch for real life. Then again, you also have to accept that dental floss. Heard that you can use that for fishing. You have to accept that things are gamified for the sake of, you know, it being a game. My video game being a video game? What the hell? What kind of garbage is this? I use this as an escape mechanism, not to approximate anything close to real life. Man, there's so much soda here. If, maybe the Brits are right. Maybe we do have a soda issue. I mean, I agree. First aid kit? What does first aid kit have in it? Alcohol wipes? A cold pack? Use it in improvised defensive devices. What do you mean by that? Why do they have a dumbbell in the garbage can? That's my question. Do I have enough space? No, my trunk is beat to shit. Well, just pop it in the front seat then. Some sody pop to keep me honest. Come on, car. You got this. There we go. That's what I thought. Ooh, +1 maintenance. So I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to take all of this stuff and we're going to set up a forward base. Somewhere around here. That's the wrong button. I left the door open. That's why I was making that sound. I mean, that just makes sense. But yeah, we're going to try and set up a forward base somewhere around here. Oh, I just realized this is a strip club. No wonder. No wonder there's so many guys around here. We're by a strip club and a supermarket. Is that a ladder up to the roof of this strip club? Pain. Gotta deal with that. Yeah, I was wondering why there's so many guys for just a gas station. Being this area being a strip club makes a lot more sense, actually. If we're fortunate, we can actually set up on the roof with the rest of these guys, but we don't really have a tent to be able to sleep in the elements. Nor do we have any modern amenities. I'm kind of surprised our bandage is looking as good as it does. You do have zombie strippers, though. That's true. We do have zombie strippers. Where the hell am I going? Huh? I just want to climb the ladder out here. Will it really not let me just climb the ladder? Well, that makes things a little inconvenient. Oh, here's the... Found one of the strippers. I guess I'll wear the bunny tail. Can I wear the choker too? Yeah, sure. Why not? Do the bunny ears mess with my... Okay, actually that's kind of great. It just pushes down my mohawk. That's actually incredible. Punk rabbit. Yes. What's it looking like in here? Oh. Maybe I'll just be closing the doors for a moment then. Maybe I can hide. God, what is going on in there? That's how I feel. Well, at least I know a good place for glass bottles. Oh, they already broke down that door. I mean, I'm fine with holing up in here for a minute, if I have to. Is this the VIP? This is not the VIP area. This is the maintenance area. The hell's... Oh, this is this... Okay. It looks like they have guns? I really wish I had a tent to set up in. Being on the roof is probably a bad idea, but empty glass bottles. Can I climb down the ladder here? Is that a seagull? Uh-oh. That's bad. My ears, my bunny. I'm falling. As soon as I step too close to the As soon as I stepped a little bit too close to the wall, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to fall off, aren't I?" Yup. Well, we're going to need more painkillers. That's for sure. What else is in the trunk? See some chocolate. We deserve to have a little bit of a nice feeling after that one. Maybe drink half a bottle of whiskey. Although maybe we shouldn't be mixing maybe we shouldn't be mixing painkillers and liquor. And maybe we shouldn't especially be mixing drunk driving and needing to get away from a bad situation. Fun fact, when you're inebriated like this, you do have a delay on all of your inputs. Burned. Okay, disinfect with more. Hang on. Can we clean the burn too? Owie. I cannot see for shit. Is there another zombie? They're over there. I think it's time to go sleep on the floor in the bathroom. We can at least fill our canteen. Carol is going to be mighty hungover after this one. Let's also clean ourselves off. We deserve it after the hell of a day that we've had, especially considering we're sleeping on the floor. Wash our bandages off real quick too. All right, well, time to sleep on the ground. Not a great way to deal with everything, but you know, gotta sleep somewhere. Agitated a little on, yeah, that's fair. Is our we do need to change out our bandage too. Disinfect again. Re-bandage up. Take some painkillers. Probably take some beta blockers too. Alrighty. Well, I think that's a great place to stop off for this session. We're going to go accomplish more driving towards Louisville. We've got a little bit of a cliffhanger here, which is a little exciting, a little bit more interesting. Who's live right now? Johnny Health is streaming. I don't think I'm gonna raid Johnny Health today. Although it is funny. Let's go raid Prey. He's still raging about Celeste, so we'll just go say hi to him and yeah. I thought that this was a pretty fun stream. I hope you guys did too. And I hope that you have a good rest of your evening, or whatever time it is for you. Bye! We'll just